Brewski. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Oh my God, it's doing the TikTok thing. Let me turn it off. Hold on. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Lexifer Diaries. Today is gonna be kind of like a brain dump, so there might be a little bit of awkward pauses because I'm just like thinking or typing something. I want to really get it together because February is almost over, and I haven't been accountable at all to myself this year. And my word of the year is literally accountability. So, yeah, that needs to start like right now. So, today, I guess the vibe check of today, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I'm about to get my period any day. So, yeah, that's that. But I feel really good. Energy wise, I'm pretty up there. I'm just ready to like get going. I feel like I was in my cocoon over the winter and I'm ready to hatch and expand my wings. So, yeah, basically today's like not really any specific topic. It's kind of just going to be rambling, brain dumping, organizing my life, and then like speaking through it. So, whatever comes out, comes out. And I've been overthinking in my head about this podcast a lot. So, I'm going to stop doing that because that's not fun. And I'm literally on my couch right now, holding the mic and living life, and everything's going to be okay. I hope everyone can hear properly and this is a good volume and everything's fine. But if it's not, I'll fix it, allegedly. So, basically, I want to start giving myself a routine because when I was going to the gym almost every day and staying accountable and, doing what I said I was going to do, I was the most like best mentally I've ever been. Right now, physically, I might like look the best and I am at my best like body build, but mentally I'm not like horrible, but I'm nowhere near as great as I used to be when I was having a set schedule. Yeah, my life's pretty amazing right now. It's just my mindset. Mentally, I feel like I'm like out of shape and I need to get more routine in my life, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I need to drink some water. I'm sorry, no cursing, sorry. I'm gonna curse, I just try not to as much as I do. Me trying to swallow away from the mic so I'm not giving ASMR. Okay, I think that's oh my God, my voice sounds like clear. I sounded like I had like bronchitis in the beginning of the episode. Okay, so yeah, so I think to start some kind of structure, I want to do one productive thing a day. And like that may sound like, whoa, 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 too much at once. But when I say productive, I mean like productive to me could be walking outside and looking at the stars for 10 minutes. Like just doing something that gets you out off that damn phone and doing something. I used to keep my apartment clean. I would come home every day from work. First thing I would do, clean my apartment. Just clean. Like, not like deep clean, just pick up all the stuff that I did while I was scurrying in the morning, make my bed, vacuum the floor real quick, and then it would be chill. And then the winter hit, and if you know, girlies who live in states with 4 seasons, it do be getting cold when it was just warm, and that makes my body go into like I need a hibernate mode like we used to do, Neanderthals. Like, so I feel like sometimes I just get a little down bad in the winter. So I'm trying to, again, create a type of routine to get myself into something. So I feel like, again, doing something productive, quote unquote, or just fun every single day will get me out of it. So I think one day a week, obviously, I need to be filming a podcast episode. Not necessarily editing it and getting it up. Sorry. I don't know why I'm so giggly today. Not necessarily editing it or like getting it up that day, just like one specific day to sit down and speak into a microphone for an hour or so or however long I choose to. And then one day of the week, I want to completely plan out like social media posts for my Instagram page and plan out when I will be posting the episode. I'm trying to figure out like which day of the week resonates with me schedule wise most for posting an episode. And I really can't figure it out because I feel like I'm trying to see what's the best for me, but also like when are most people not are like on their phones the most, and like, you know, but I shouldn't be really focusing on a demographic. I should kind of just be focusing on consistency. I feel like that's going to be, so maybe I should focus on my schedule. I feel like maybe, I feel like a Thursday, no, that's due. I feel like Sundays. Sunday. No, Sunday is good. I will post on Sundays. I don't know what day resonates with me the most to record either. Should I just make the whole day like about podcasting? Record, edit, and post? Because it's like I can edit on a different day, but maybe recording on Sundays is the vibe too, and then scheduling the post on Sunday as well. So we have something going up and then something going down. I'm dead. No, but I'm really just brain dumping right now, which is literally the schmood of the episode today. I'm just brain dumping, and my word of the year is accountability. So I'm holding myself accountable by brain dumping and saying all my ideas. So when I talk about this, the next episode, whenever you get this, again, sorry for the hiatus. I'm back. We're back, and we're here. New episodes every week, every Sunday, every episode, our new episode every Sunday. But yeah, basically, so I think I'm going to have one day of the week I'm going to dedicate to posting. So having it scheduled, I'll have it scheduled to post on Sunday, and then I'll also record a video on Sunday. I feel like most of the time, every time I record a video, I usually listen to it back anyway. So maybe I can start, if I feel like it, editing it while I'm listening to it back, really quick, save it into a hard drive. And then someday throughout the week, whenever I had time, I can make that into a YouTube video and then post it or upload it and then schedule it to be posted on that Sunday. So one day of the week, I need to do editing. Sundays is for recording and social media, because you just posted an episode as well, but it was already scheduled from the work you did throughout the week. So one day a week I need to be recording and social mediaing. Another day of the week I need to be editing and making into a YouTube and downloading and getting the file. Another day of the week I need to photograph something and post it to my photography page. I feel like Fridays is perfect for that. So Fridays will be the day that I post it. So I can go out on... So I'm just going to write this stuff down. If you hear like my phone typing in the background, I'm sorry in advance. Okay, week. All right, so we're going to do Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Sunday we already have for recording. Yeah, because that's like right before therapy. So I feel like I can not get every thought out before I record, you know? Recording / social media. That's my like one thing that I must do on a Sunday. Anything else from that is just added on. I'm not going to make anything else mandatory, but that's the only mandatory thing. And then once I have a set routine, all the other things will fall into place. Yes, queen. This is so exciting. I'm literally just yapping and I can call it a podcast. Isn't that so like free will of me? I love freedom of speech. Yes. I can hear the American eagle cawing in the background. I'm sorry, that was my card. Okay. So Sunday is recording / social media. Monday is... Let's see. What days do I usually work from home? Let's just say Thursdays. Okay, Thursdays are photo shoot days. Photo shoot days. Yeah, Thursdays are photo shoot days. So Thursdays I go out and photo shoot someone, something, and then I post it on post on Instagram. Okay, and then Wednesday I'm going to say is an art day. And then Saturday I'm going to say active day. Tuesday I'm going to say editing day for podcast. And then Monday, I don't know. Oh, reading day. Monday is my day of just reading. Like literally just like reading. Perfect. So we have our little thingamajiggers. You guys, I have my heating pad on me right now and it feels so good. Apparently like overuse of this is like not good. So I tend to like switch positions a little bit sometimes. Because somebody said like it's not good to sit in the same position on a heating pad for like long periods of time. So I usually just it turns off after a while. It literally just turned off. It turns on after a while, off after a while, so that usually helps. Or I'll just like sit on it and then, or I'll put it on me as like a blanket, or I'll put it on my back. Yeah, or I just turn it off. So yeah, because that scared me. You don't have to tell me twice, and it's like, oh, everything causes okay. Then I'll be extra careful then. Oh my God, this world is cray cray. So yeah, Monday is going to be my day of reading because I really need to start reading. I'm in a book club right now, a mental health book club. I'm currently reading a book called How People Are So... My dumbass doesn't even know the title. That's how I have not been holding myself accountable. Like, I don't even know the damn book of the book I'm reading. But yeah, I'm about like a quarter way through. But, and I say that, like, girl, no one's going to believe you. I swear I just don't pay attention to titles. It was a really long title and I read the title like once before I started reading the book. But yeah, I'm going to dedicate that day to just read all day. Of course I can read any other day, but these are just the things that I'm telling myself, you need to do this every single day. And I can switch the schedule up, but all these things need to happen throughout the week. Period. Again, Monday, reading day. Tuesday, editing day for podcast. Wednesday is my day of art. So anything I want to do artistically, just do whatever you do. Paint, draw, journal. I want to start journaling every day though, because I saw this grandma that she like journaled for like 60 years of her life. Like, girl, I want to do that. I want to be that grandma that can pull out all of her journals. I'm hype as hell. So I'm going to start making my own traditions now because I need to have memories that are like physical copies, because this digital stuff is getting a little utopian, dystopian, euphoric, non-euphoric. I don't know what the word is, but it's not giving. Yeah, so Wednesday, art day. Thursday, we're going to do the photo shoot days. So that's going to be the day, because I have an Instagram account called Flicks by Lex. Please check it out. Follow it. And I haven't been posting like every so often. And I have pictures on my camera that I haven't even brought to my phone yet because I just literally haven't had depression is really, 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 really bad. And it's also more of like an ADHD, like parallel ADHD paralysis. Like, it's just like you get so overwhelmed with like the constant like tennis ball in your brain, and you just like your body shuts down. So yeah, I need to start posting on my photo account, like my photography account. I'm not like a professional photographer or anything like that. I just like doing it for fun, and I feel like I'm good at it, so I just do it for fun. Friday, post on Instagram. Why did I put that? Photo shoot days. I'm not making a whole day just to post the photos on Instagram. Photo shoot days / Instagram post. So now we have to think of something for Friday. Oh, Friday we must do a hair oil treatment and mask for hair. We must do this every week because we're getting our hair together. I want my hair to grow literally down to my back. I want my hair to be down to my back, and I know it can be like that. I know with curls, like, it's going to spring up, but if I ever were to straighten my hair, I want it to be down to my back. Period. Okay. All right. Saturday, again, is active day, so this doesn't mean I have to work out or do anything. I just have to be active. Be active. Saturday is also my rot day, so I will be waking up at whatever time I want because I tell myself I have to do that. And it hasn't been me waking up at any time because I've had a lot of plans on Saturdays. But yeah, I just have to do something when I wake up. But I might turn Sundays into my rot days and just wake up and sleep in on Sundays. That sounds a lot better, maybe. Now that I put that all out, I want not only the audience to hold me accountable, but myself to hold myself accountable. And one thing my Libra moon does not like is to be embarrassed. So if I'm telling people something, then that means I have to do it. Like if I just keep it in my head, then I can let myself down. But letting other people down is worse. But I need to learn that letting myself down is just as bad as letting other people down, because in the end, it's a lose-lose situation. Like you're letting yourself down, no matter like who is getting let down. I don't even know what I meant by that, but shawty's yapping. I want to get into what has gone down the last few weeks that I have not been posting, because all I did was post an intro episode and I never actually got into anything. So I feel like I just want to get into something. So let's get into it. The fuck was I talking about? So I want to tell you guys a hilarious story, because this is so embarrassing, but because it didn't end up like not in my favor, I'm going to tell the story. But I would never admit to this if it actually like, if this like went, like if it, I don't, just listen to the story. So I was going to get some tattoos. I have been wanting to get tattoos, but the appointment, like the stars were not aligning with me and my tattoo artist, and I just could not get an appointment for the life of me, and we cannot just like find dates that matched. So I finally get one. She moved to a new studio, very cool vibes. Oh my God, I can't even say that part of the story. I had a horrible time finding parking. Let's just say that. Philadelphia. I don't like driving in the city. I'm a suburb girl. I'm a Jersey suburb girl. I don't like driving in the city. Like, no. Like having to park on a tiny street while people are driving past, like too overwhelming for me. Like I'd rather just pull into a spot and get out and do my thing. But yeah, I love my tattoo artist. She does amazing work. So I will do anything to get that tattoo. So I get to the studio, right? We're going up there. She's showing me all the stencils, and she's like, okay, size them up, make sure they're good, whatever. And then one of the things I got was a Betty Boop tattoo, because growing up, I loved Betty Boop. Like it was just a cartoon character to me. I don't know the actual story of her. Sorry if it's canceled. Not the foreshadowing. Anyways, I just think she's iconic. She's cute. I always have loved Betty Boop. Like I had a Betty Boop shirt when I was younger. I had Betty Boop stickers, notepads, everything. My neighbor found out that I liked them and never stopped gifting me stuff from it. As a kid, it did stop eventually. But yeah, so I saw some on Pinterest. Somebody had a Betty Boop tattoo, and I was like, oh, like I would definitely get a Betty Boop tattoo. So I kept looking for like designs of Betty Boop and like what like character I liked her in, and I saw this one of her on a motorcycle. So I took like the stencil of it and I sent it to my tattoo artist, and she drew it up, I guess, in her way. And then she was like, just so you know, I changed the what's it called? I changed the bandana. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like that, because I liked, it was like a skull thing. That's what she changed it to. And I was like, oh, I kind of like the skull. And then low key, I forgot what the original design was. So I even asked her, I was like, oh, like, what was the original design? Like, just so I can compare, because I don't know which one I like better. She was asking me like, oh, just letting you know I did change the whatever. And she's like, I was drawing it up and like, it looked like it was like a Confederate flag. And I was like, I looked at her, my stomach dropped to the floor, to the southern region of the hemisphere. I was like, there is no way. And it was like an uncomfortable laugh just like came out. Mind you, I'm like black. So it's not like I just like, as a white person, I was like, oh shoot, I almost got it. Like it was like, as a black person, you almost got the Confederate flag tattooed on you. Girl, get it together. I just looked at the picture. I feel like if I have time to edit this in and I like write the notes, hold on, Betty Boop. I'm going to write Betty Boop picture in podcast. Betty Boop tattoo in podcast video. Okay, I'll remember. I'll put up a picture of the inspiration I sent to her and then like what I actually got as a tattoo. But yeah, she was like, I thought it was giving Confederate flag. I was like, there's no way. Like when I first looked at it, it dead ass just looked like Betty Boop. Like I didn't look into all the details. I was like, she's on a motorcycle. I did notice she had a bandana, but like it was just Betty Boop. I wasn't paying attention. And now that I look at the picture, I'm like, it does look like a Confederate flag. But she was like, yeah, like, no, you're good. Like she thought only thing my tattoo artist was worried about was me being like, yeah, I know it's a Confederate flag and like still wanting it. Like, you know, that would be awkward as hell. But yeah, she changed it to like skulls, like a skull thing, and it looks cool. I really like it. It's still healing, so honestly, I might not put a picture up. I might just put the inspo. But just imagine it's not the Confederate flag on her bandana, on her head. It is skull. It's a skull. So yeah. Yeah, that was definitely like literally, how did I almost get the Confederate flag tattooed on my skin permanently? How did I almost get the Confederate flag tattooed on me? By accident. Like imagine being a person of color and having a white person be like, are you sure? Like that. Like that is so embarrassing. I was so embarrassed. Not even person of color, because I don't claim that title anymore. I'm black. Not like just as a black person walking into are you sure about this? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, the Confederate flag is on that tattoo, queen. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even see it. Like, I could say so many things about this situation, but it's just like I can laugh about it because I don't have it tattooed on me. Like realistically, we were both talking and it's like, imagine like no one ever noticed and I just tattooed on me. She's like, oh, you could just black it out. Like that's true, but like a thick ass black bandana on her head top when she already has black hair, that would be tough. That would be tough to black out and like make look good. But yeah, that is a very uncomfortable time. And then I got 2 other tattoos. I got a little olives like on a little martini toothpick, but like a bunch. So it looks like a little olive kebab. That's really cute. That was from her flash, so she like drew it and I just like picked it from her martini flash or New Year's Eve flash, I think it was. And I also got, did I get 3? What was the third one? Oh, I got a tattoo on my sternum, just like the typical one that you see on Pinterest of like the tribal prints. I don't even want to say tribal prints because let me not speak like I know what I'm talking about. Guys, I'm cramping. I think I'm getting my period. TMI, but like not really. Normalize speaking about your menstrual cycle. Can we please grow up, please? Can we all just grow up, please? Hold on, I'm trying to go to my tattoos. I think I might have deleted. Oh my god, there's the Betty Boop. The Confederate flag. I didn't even notice that. And it's so obvious. Like you look at it now and you're like, bitch, are you serious? Dang. Yeah, I almost messed up. Yeah, you win some, you lose some there. But at least I won. But yeah, I got like a little like, it's like a bunch of like lines and then like there's a little like sun ray thing and then it has little like symbols. I don't know what the like this, it's like the little dainty lines and stuff. It's cute. I don't want to post a picture because that's kind of a weird positioning. But yeah. Let me just lock in. Sorry, I'm like doom scrolling while talking on this podcast. This is a very chill episode again. I'm not very structured right now. I'm trying to make this super casual, but at the same time, like, take it seriously. But last time I had like notes and I kept just feeling like I was saying everything wrong, like it was like a script. So I just want to make this super casual so I can get out of my head a little bit before I like, make it formal. Also, I'm working on getting another mic set up because I really want to get guests because I feel like banter and funny banter with some of my close homies and homos. Yo, I didn't even mean it like that, but low key, come on down to Morningstown. If you're from Jersey, South Jersey, and you remember that ad, please let me know. I never thought I would have remembered it now, but it's just been in my head lately. All right, so we're going to get into the controversial take of the week. I'm going to try to run this for as long as I can because this is a topic that I can talk about till I die. I've been a victim of this, and I had horrible spending habits because it's like that dopamine of spending money, but like you just have to realize that sometimes you are doing more harm than good when you get like temporary satisfaction from things. So, controversial take of the week. I feel like overconsumption and capitalism and the marketing and the over demand for like new trends constantly flipping. Like there's a new trend every week. It's not like a trend that lasts like a few years or a trend that lasts a decade. It's like trends are changing every week. There's a new thing to fit in, the new thing to feel pretty. The prettiest girl is talking about this lip gloss. I need to get it when I already bought 7 other lip glosses like from like last week. And it's like, I'm not saying I have never done this in my life and like I'm better than anyone. That's not what I'm saying here at all. What I'm saying is like it's unhealthy, and it's not the person's fault who is consuming it. It's not the consumer's fault. It's the companies, it's the rich people who are just trying to make money and make products, like overproduce. We're over consuming, but they're overproducing. And the reason why they're overproducing is because we are over consuming. So it is like a two-way street, but we need to stop like blaming each other for so many issues when it's the literal people who run the country, the billionaires, the top 1%, like they run the country. Politicians don't run the country. The rich people who buy them out, like, I don't even want to sound like a conspiracy theorist because that scares people away, but it's just like when people realize that it's them and not us, we can all just be a happy family. Forget all the stuff that divides us because nobody really cares about that stuff. They just care about the other person. They don't even care. They don't even know what they actually want. They just want the other, not to have the other person have their thing. It's just like we've been so divided lately, and it's like I get it. There's some things that like we really need to like agree on, but like then let's agree on them. It's just so sad that we've just like lost so much sense of community because of these like common like human decency things that have turned political. It's just crazy. But yeah, overconsumption is ruining the planet. Although I have been a victim of like Shein, which also like stop. The things that makes me so mad is people want to come for like fast fashion companies or like companies like Shein when most of their demographic and most people who are buying from them are low income individuals. But when you talk about companies like Apple or companies like, let me see, Nike, what's it called? They are using just as bad child labor, I don't even know what I'm trying to get out here. You know what I'm talking about. They are just as bad in the child labor, the conditions that are in the factories, the pay, like just as bad. Even Amazon. But you don't come for them because, they're spending $100 on a Nike sweatshirt. Like that's good quality. Like you don't, it's such a class, like very classist to be like, because you buy that from Temu or Shein, like you are supporting child labor and you're a horrible person. But like the same person does it to Zara or Nike or Apple, and nobody's coming for them. And I'm not saying we should come for people. That's not the way to change. It's more of just like I don't know. But like growing up, I've always been like very hybrid on this topic. I've always liked thrifting or finding things the cheaper route. Um, I'm looking around my living room now, and everything in my living room that I'm looking at so far, besides the blankets and some throw pillows, um, everything's secondhand. Even my TV. It's been in my garage since I was probably like 12. It just projects my Netflix on there, so that's all I need from it. And yeah, a lot of this stuff was free too. Facebook Market, my cat litter box is not free. I did invest into that. So yeah, I've been pretty hybrid on this topic. I've always like looked at thrift stores and really liked secondhand shopping or like antique shops and stuff like that. I really always have loved stuff like that. But I've also been a victim of spending $500 on Shein multiple times and having 25 bathing suits when I only wear 2, but the patterns are cute and it was $6. So I'm starting to really like minimalize my life and just be very like minimalistic in a way and just not have to buy the new trend. I did buy the Awala water bottle, which I'm looking at right now and I really love, because my last water bottle was like a Stanley cup dupe I got from like Marshalls. It was like $13. And I really wanted a water bottle that I could. Oh, full disclosure, I dumped the whole thing on my boyfriend's couch. Like it spilled. So I was just like, okay. And then it happened again. So I was like, all right, I need to get a water bottle that like locks so I can like hold it in the couch. And if it tips over, I'm not screwed. So I got the Awala one because now that I have big girl money, I thought like I was expecting the water bottle to be like $50 and me being like, hell no, I'm just going to go to Marshall's. It was like 20 something, which is a lot for a water bottle. A lot for a water bottle. But it's a really nice water bottle. I did drop it on the concrete, so it's very dented right now, like extremely. But it keeps my water really cold, and I don't put ice in there. It just keeps like the water room temperature or the water from the fridge that I put into there cold all day. I'm a pretty fast water drinker, so it's not like I have to keep water for like cold for hours, but I could get how that could come in handy when you have ice and you're out in the sun. That probably is nice. I like how it has not the ad for a Walla water bottle. Sponsor me or just send me another one because mine's dented. But I like how it has like the straw spout, and then you can also like pour it in your mouth if you want to like a chug thing, or if you want to have someone waterfall off your thing. Good for camping and sharing. But yeah, I got the sky marshmallow color. It's kind of just like a bunch of different, their thing is like monotone or like different colors from different parts of the water bottle. So the shy marshmallow is just like a bunch of different, shades of like neutral white gray. So it's like a lighter gray, a darker gray, a really like eggshell, like white and stuff like that. But yeah, and I got the 32 ounce. So yeah, I just went on like an 8-minute rant about my water bottle and how I fell into victim of that. But like, I'm not going to go buying like another. This is me, by the way. I'm not telling people this is how you should live. This is just how I've decided to live my life. And I've been a lot more happier lately. And I like to save my money on bigger purchases, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I've been trying to. Ooh, I'm sorry, headphone users. Oh, my foot fell asleep. You know that? Oh my God. You know that feeling when you can't even move it? It's like painful. Okay, it's gaining like feeling back now. I just had to really like move it and get over that pain. But dang, that hurt. Holy moly. Holy shoot. Okay, I gotta keep moving it or it's gonna. Oh my gosh. I hated that. I really didn't like that. That was not consensual at all. Oh my gosh, ow. But yeah, I just feel like it's like everything's a QVC ad. Like I remember seeing the things my grandma used to watch like all day, and I would like see that it's a scam. I'm like, why are people just sit here all day and buy stuff and call them up and buy it and order it like all day? And I was just like, this is crazy. And I went to business school, so I know like how marketing works, and it works. It truly works. It worked on me. I was like, oh my God, that lip gloss. And I decided to get rid of TikTok because it was horrible. And yes, I was one of those people who just went from TikTok to Instagram Reels and then just started using that and doom scrolling off of that. It's like the same thing. What's it called? It's the same thing but a different platform. But I feel like a lot of Instagram tends to be toned down, and my algorithm is a little bit more low, high vibrational. But it's definitely an issue that I have still. I go on Instagram and I'll be scrolling, like I'll stop at a red light and pull out my phone and go on Instagram. Like, what do you do? Like, the phone addiction is so horrible, and I just feel like the way the world that we're getting into, it's like we're taking like skills, social skills, and like technical skills away from people and like getting robots to do them, and like making the people, I don't know, you know what I mean? I can't articulate my words into this because I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I just feel like they're turning us into robots. Like, it's just like, and not literally, like, I don't think we're actually turning it beep, 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 beep. I just think we're like slowly like becoming a little out of touch with reality and losing the sense of reality and the sense of just like unity. And it's just getting a little dystopian. I feel like a lot of the videos or movies that have been like out, like displaying how the world's going to look in the future, have been like slowly coming true. And it's just like, when is it going to go to, like, when is like the shit show going to start, you know? It's a scary thingamajigger. Speaking of scary things, like, what the heck is going on right now? I don't know if this is like propaganda. And before I get into this, I want to say that we're talking about something that's very touchy and it deals with tragic and loss. And I want to say that any of these tragic incidents that have like created a lot of grief in people's lives, this is no way to be insensitive to those loss, and no way to, you know, just brush over the fact that people's lives were lost. And I'm not making conspiracies over people's deaths at all. That is not what I'm here to do. It's just, I'm here to observe and give my opinion. I don't know if it's propaganda because I haven't looked up how many plane crashes there were in 2024. But apparently there's been too many, or there's been enough to make it a concern in 2025. I don't know how many there's been. Apparently there's been like 14 or 9, or I don't know what the number is, but it's high. Do we think this is like what do you think is going on? Like, is it like pilots not being paid enough, being overworked, they're sleepy, like the people who are checking the engines and checking the parts and doing the like inspections before the plane goes off, are they overworked and underpaid? Like, is it like, are people finally at their breaking points where when people in these high status, high importance positions are tired and burnt out as well, that they are messing up? Like, I think about, like, I just had a stressful day, but like, imagine waking up. I wake up, go to work, and I do my job. It does sometimes take a lot of mental energy, but it's nothing compared to what I'm about to say. You wake up, you're tired as hell. You can't work remote. You got to go into the hospital. You have a 20-hour brain surgery. Did I mention before that surgery, your girl just broke up with you? And you still got to do the surgery. How, every day, some days, that is the, I have to take gratitude by the neck and just strain any bit I can out of it on some bad days. And that's how my brain thinks. Like, all right, my day sucked, but like, at least I don't have to perform a 20-hour brain surgery. Oh my God. Like, yeah, like, I'm stressed and burnt out and I want to like take PTO, but imagine you were like, I don't know, what's another job? Like, you want to take a day off and you just want to like go and chill, but you're freaking like, I don't know, the president of the country. No, they be chilling. I don't know any other job that I can think of that's like, oh, you wake up, but no, you're in the cartel. Like, you can't play around. Like, you gotta get to work. Like, you gotta get to work. You can't just be like, I gotta cry. Like, you gotta pay attention. Oh, yeah. Or like in a high importance job. How did I turn talking about plane crashes into me joking around? So this is why ADHD can get you canceled, because I just took a tragic incident that I even made a disclaimer in the beginning. Was a disclaimer for me? Honest. Oh my God. But yeah, I think about, like, I can never have a job that you really need to care. Like a police officer, if I see somebody breaking the law, I'm going to be like, I don't care. Like, that's why I can't be a cop, because I just don't care. As a citizen, unless it's like somebody hitting somebody or somebody in danger, I'll call the police, but I'm not going to de-escalate the situation. I'm not certified to do that. I will call the police as a citizen. But like, if I see somebody stealing in a store, I'm not going to say, hey, well, you can't steal. Like, no, that's not my business. Especially if it's in a Walmart. That is not my business. They are rich and they can afford it. Maybe they can't get a fourth yacht this year, but they got the 3, so they're good. I do not condone stealing, though. Do not do that. It's not even worth it for the charges or the embarrassment. It's not even worth it. I'm not even speaking from experience either. I'm just saying, like, the thing that is keeping me out of jail is the fear of going to jail. That is all you have to hear. And the fear of being embarrassed and having my mugshot all over. And you know that stuff is getting sent in the high school group chats. I imagine having your mugshot sent in high school group chats. Like, yo, you remember her from high school? Yo, she got arrested. That would be so embarrassing. Because I was very reserved in high school. So, like, I could not even imagine. That's why I can't even speak right now, because I'm literally imagining my mugshot being sent into people's group chats. That is so I need to do a mugshot photo shoot just to, like, make it funny. Or, like, I need to do, like, a nosebleed and cigarette photo shoot and, like, do, like, an updo. Or not even nosebleed, maybe just a cigarette. And then, like, you just got off of work, cigarette. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yo, oh my gosh. Today's episode is going to be called ADHD Brain Dump, because that's literally what I'm doing right now. I don't even know if I'm necessarily going to edit this episode. If there's like a really ridiculous long pause, I might, but the little nitty gritties, I'm not going to get too fine-tuned with that. Open up that jail, let that boy out of jail. So basically, yeah, I'm so excited that I got my... All right. So my TV does this thing where it just like turns on sometimes by itself. That's what happens when you get like a used TV, but I just get used to it, cuz it's like it could be annoying to some people, but like it's free. Why do I got to spend $400? I can spend $400 on a flight to a place I've never experienced in my life, not a TV that's going to make me sit on my couch all day. Boo. But if you want to buy me a TV, sure, but you don't got to. You don't have to do that. It feels very wind down vibe. Let me just make sure I'm getting everything. Oh. My big sister advice of the week is get it together too. I hope you watching this are like motivated by my brain dump, because ADHD, I'm starting to realize that ADHD in women is something that needs to be talked about a lot. And I feel like as women, we're not really allowed to express ourselves in the way that little boys as a kid are. Not women, you know what I mean. Girls growing up with ADHD are not allowed to express themselves in the same way that boys are, in like a wild, crazy way. They're kind of, sit down, stop screaming. Why are you being so emotional? Stop crying. And like, not saying every person experience that type of stop, but a lot of women are approached with this kind of like, you need to calm down mindset, or like tone it down, or stay in this box, versus like, oh, that's just how boys are, or boys will be boys, and stuff like that. And obviously that's a very toxic perspective, and not everybody has that perspective, thankfully, but that's just the reality of what we live in. So I feel like I have a much more high functioning ADHD, versus I sometimes am like manhandling like ADHD in men. Like, I'm guiding them through it. Like, okay, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? And like, I can handle my own when I need to handle somebody else's. Like, that's the part of having like high functioning ADHD, which I feel like it's like neurodivergency is like kind of like a spectrum anyway. Apparently they're getting rid of ADHD now. Like, they first got rid of ADD, and now it's just like in a spectrum of like low or high functioning ADHD, and now they're getting rid of ADHD, and they're just saying it's like a low or high functioning autism spectrum, which I can get that, because the symptoms are a little bit the same, but I feel like they're completely different. And one thing about me, a diagnosis helped me, but like, you can't let your diagnosis define you. Like, you can help it give you kind of like a answer for now, but you have to still like clean up your mess, so yeah, I feel like there's just the changing of the names and making everything complicated kind of just like overcomplicates the brain, which is the issue that everyone has with ADHD. Their brain's just overcomplicated. And I feel like as well, my ADHD causes me to have anxiety, and that can also cause me to have like more of like depressive episodes as well. So I feel like I just resonate with ADHD symptoms more than anxious symptoms, because I feel like I'm not all the time anxious. It's kind of just like the overwhelmness of my thoughts that are bouncing off the wall in my head, like, tend to give me anxiety sometimes, because I overthink everything. It's so annoying. And it's like, people are like, then stop doing it. I'm like, girl, the curtains would have been closed by now if it was that easy. Like, the show would have been over. I would have been in the audience chilling, not putting on a show anymore. But yeah, I feel as though that when I have a structured schedule as a person with ADHD, my brain, I can't even think. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little out of it. We're 52 minutes in. This is the longest I've been on this podcast. Let's see how long this episode is. I hope everybody had an amazing day. I'm excited to get this schedule started and get my ADHD mandled and handled together. Yeah, after this, I'm going to take a nap, watch some TV. I'm going to start tomorrow with my thing of the day. So tomorrow's Wednesday. So Wednesday's my art day. So I will be doing some art, and I'm excited. I hope everyone enjoyed this week's episode. I'll be back next week with another episode. Make sure you also guys check out the vlog that I posted. That's from my LA trip, like back in October. I just never got around to posting it. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. I will be posting vlogs for all my travel expenditures or ventures, all my travel ventures. And I'm so excited to start holding myself accountable in 2025. I cannot believe it's 2025. I'm turning 25 this year. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. Everyone have an amazing day. I love you. Stay beautiful.